BPC, Board Smoking Pipes here. It's Thursday. First installment on this weekend's long smoke video. Talk to a few of you, and you actually appreciate having a little longer videos so you can get a couple pipes in or listen to while you're working on something. Certainly doesn't hurt my feelings any. I don't mind putting them together and editing them a little bit. Hopefully by the end of Christmas I'll have better equipment to do it with. Got that one of the Scott Burns burner pipes. Scott's burner pipes. I always run that together. This is the one that I did not do anything to. I've been running them back and forth this week after last week's video just to see if there's a difference. About a solid week. Right, today I'm smoking Ojo Krantz. But after about a solid week, back and forth, I think I'm pretty sure that this one holds moisture a little more. Seems to me that I get more of a gurgle out of it. Might be a little hotter. I want to keep testing it because I don't want it to be my biased opinion. I want to actually run them through their paces and see if the other one, starts doing it, or if they, when they build up more carbon, they act the same, or just give it a run. Give it a true test. First impressions can't be wrong. Holiday season is upon us, they say. Be collecting Christmas gifts before long, if you hadn't already started. I got a couple of things squirreled back. Kids. Never seen an old man make a video, I guess. Up here at my favorite coffee stop, they actually got their creamer back. Thank goodness. I was trying that half and half. Started tying my guts in a knot. Been dealing with that on and off all my life. Milk and me don't get along real well. The only time it did, and I was pretty much cured of it while I drank it, they could drink any of it then, is whenever I was drinking goat's milk weekly. Then cow's milk didn't bother me. There's enough good bacteria in goat's milk that, and this is farm fresh, I milked them myself. I don't have them anymore. But there's enough bacteria in it that it offset the problem that I had with the pasteurized milk from the store. For me, that's a reality. I don't know how it would work for you. Worth a shot. To me, it pretty much tastes the same. There's a little difference, but I used to make goat cheese with it. Soft farmer's cheese is what it's actually called. Then I would add jalapenos or onions or garlic or all three or whatever flavor it. It was kind of a big hit there for a little bit. When my bride got sick and I had to go back to corporate maintenance, I sold my goats. They were at work. There ain't no doubt about it. They were quite a bit of work, but I still enjoyed having goats. If you've not owned a goat or been around them, they can almost start acting like a dog. They're always happy to see you, playful, and you've seen that old show where you're bent over and the goat rams you from the backside or whatever, bumps you over, and they get real playful. They tend to want to do that. They'll nudge you, push you. I don't know. We had Sonnens, good milk goats. Well, as soon as the smoke clears, there's a long road between here and there, so I'm gonna get off here for right now. Keep your pipes burning. We'll see you in just a little while. I'm sure it'll look different then. YTPC, Ford Smoking Pipes here. I'm back. I already forgot that I was running a bunch of videos together for the long smoke. Yeah, old age gets to you. Starting to get dark. I'm on my way home. It's Saturday. Come out of the store. I just had to share this with you. I ain't got that sucker lit. So, talking to the cashier, we were laughing and stuff, and the lady walks up with a candle. And the cashier goes, "Oh, I just gotta smell it." So she smells it. She likes it, and she goes, "Ooh, I could wear that." And I look back at the lady in the shopping cart behind me, and she's going, and she says, "Yeah, it smells good." I was chuckling. I was walking out of there. I was smiling at everybody I passed. Everybody was talking, "Hey, how are you?" Didn't know him from Adam. This proves how infectious a smile can be. Really just wanted to share that with you. Grabows freehand, Virginia gentleman, a Cornell deal. Virginia burley and Turkish tobacco. That's the blend. A little heavier on the Virginia. Just enough burley to mellow it out. And honestly, I can't truly identify a Turkish yet. I haven't bought it independently. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. I'm sure it'll be in a different spot. Well, we're back. It's Sunday now. Thanks for joining me on the back porch. Sitting here listening to dogs running a squirrel off in the distance. Sounds like the neighbor's hounds are out. Joined the pipe early on the Sunday morning, looking at my favorite scene across the river. Got the Grabows bulldog shape. I don't know, they call it Royal Duke. It's just how they can identify it. There's a Grand Duke of it, I think, and it's got a different colored stem on it. Got best description of what's in it would be the English haunted bookshop. What happened with that is I was down to the end of my carrying containers on haunted bookshop in proper English. Probably a bowl and a half in each tin left, so I just threw them together. Call it proper haunted bookshop. Whatever. It works well. Probably be something I'll do again. Latakia in the proper English adds a different body to the haunted bookshop. And it's not that the proper English is heavy on Latakia. I mean, after it ages a little bit, it really isn't, but just gives a different taste altogether. Reminds me of Match's blend that he does with the pirate cake for haunted pirate ship. Kind of the same, yet but different. Both of them are very pleasant. This is a pure accident. Probably can't reproduce it for nothing because there's no measuring it. Just do it together. Kind of how I cook too. I just look around for things I know go well together and give it a try. And then I try to repeat it later. After I do it 2 or 3 times, then I get a good idea of how to remix it and remake it. That gum thermometer says 50 degrees. Well, the thermometer don't. The local TV station's website says 50 degrees. Where they're located. They're not on the river valley. Being parked next to this river where my house is. Always a little cooler than what they say. Always a little bit more humid than what they say. I get frost when other people don't. Also, I get a real heavy dew every year. All summer long. There's been some summers I may have watered my garden only 2 or 3 times. Such a heavy dew rate, moisture level here that they just, unless it's extreme heat, I ain't got to worry about it. Spend most of my time weeding. Although I've not been doing the majority of the gardening here the past couple of years. My wife has, best she can. All the hours I've been working, I haven't had a lot of time. I'm lucky to get part of the yard mowed on a Sunday. They keep telling me they're going to change it, which I guess they have. They've cut down on my 12-hour days quite a bit. I'm appreciative of that. And when they ask for extra time, they're down to where they only ask for 10. Somebody with a level head. I've always said that I can give you 10 solid, where I can give you a good output. Those last 2 hours on 12 ain't worth a flip. I don't think working 12-hour days, as they like to put it, is value added, because you're so wore down. Those last 2 hours are pretty much shot. At least for me. I've noticed it in a lot of people. They can't say it's everybody's that way. Kind of windy out today. These are the days I really wish I had a garage. Pulled out a little deer meat from last year. Hadn't made up my mind whether I'm making taco salad or chili. Both of them sound real good. My wife is on a kick where she's not eating much meat at all right now. She's really kicking the vegetables and trying to get all of her minerals in. Try to help her cholesterol and things like that so that she can help prevent the possibility of another stroke. And I hand it to her. She's doing everything she can. She's real diligent about things like that. We eat a lot of, when we do eat meat, most of the time it's a lot of rabbit meat or goat or deer. They're a lot leaner meats. Dadgum, this old pipe went out on me. I'm out down at the bottom of it too. Well, stay tuned to the long smoke. I'll catch you on the next pipe. Welcome back. So in this segment we're going to talk about Scott burner pipes. You were with me last week whenever I worked on this pipe here. When I took some of the coating slash, I hate to say varnish, but stain off the pipe. And I've talked to you about smoking them back and forth. Try to figure out if that made a difference. Honestly to you, I can't tell you 100% that it has. I feel that this pipe here, with its coating, possibly just maybe some slight variance in shape, I seem to pool more moisture in it, but it's not real bad. I certainly enjoy this one more, maybe because I took the time to personalize it, I don't know. But overall, both these pipes are a well smoking pipe. And for an everyday carry, something you wouldn't mind if, well, let's not say it that way. If you lost it, it wouldn't hurt your feelings that bad. These are great pipes for that. And I recommend them for it. I carry that if I'm not carrying my cob. As y'all know that I've got several cobs. I modified a few of them, make them easier to maintain. And that's the only thing that I don't like about a cob is the little pockets. So once I get them all modified, then I'll no longer have any issues with them whatsoever. Didn't before, just become annoying. I've got the one of the billiards from Grabows. This one also says Grand Duke on it. It's rusticated. As you all know, I prefer the rusticated ones because that I do believe in 100% that the rusticated Grabows disperse the heat better. my fingertips can tell me. The way it smokes can tell me. This is my Virginia pipe. If I'm smoking a blend in it, it's either all Virginia Perique, or it could have a light amount of burley, but other than that, they just seem to smoke better in this one. And again, that may be my personal preferences. I don't know. It just seems that it handles those better, where they taste different in a wide, low bowl than they do in a taller bowl. I've heard some people talk about it. Some people don't notice the difference. Mileages may vary. I've heard somebody say that on here, and I believe that's true. Virginia Gentleman, I've explained the mixed base on that maybe a couple of times. I'm really enjoying that. It's actually making me think about buying some straight Turkish blending tobacco just so that I can identify that flavor profile better. It's not something that I thought of in the past, but it's been crossing my mind lately. Cool gray day out here today. Seen earlier, had my stocking hat on. We went from somewhere near 50 on the back porch to somewhere down near 41. Temperature's dropping as the day goes on. So we got a slight chance of rain, haven't seen any. Haven't seen any deer out today either. Yeah, they kind of move in cycles. I think those dogs we were listening to earlier probably got them run off. A lot of squirrels this time of year. A lot of dogs out running and chasing them. Who knows, we may have had high coyote activity last night and that'll run them off too. I often walk my yard and find out they've been grazing near my back porch. You can walk 50 miles looking for them and you come home cleaning stuff up and see the hoof print in your backyard. That's kind of frustrating. But fitting. A buddy of mine went squirrel hunting years ago off out in the woods up in Missouri. He lives down near, or did, down in the middle of the state. I'm trying to think of the name of the little town. Right north of Collins, anyway. Anyway, we was out hunting, and he owned 25 acres out there, and a lot of it run kind of on a bluff line along the back. Kind of a rarity in that area, but it happens. But we've been hunting, been walking, sitting, looking for squirrel. No such luck. We spent majority of the day out there anyway. We just decided we'd come back because I had a long drive to get home, about 3 hours roughly. And just as we got back, there's one squirrel in a tree about 30 yards from his house. So me and old Bill, we kind of circled the squirrel like wagons, right? He's up in the tree. We didn't have a dog to keep him running around the tree, so we kind of surrounded him. That squirrel come around that tree and we take a shot. He run around the other side of the tree and the other guy take a shot. Now we had tube-fed 22s. They hold about 10 rounds maybe. Some of them hold a little more. It depends on if they got the block in them or not, or what year they were made. I used to own one that held 19 rounds in it. That was years ago. I've since traded that one. But anyway, old bolt action and a pump action 22. And we unloaded our guns on trying to get this dang squirrel. Finally, we hit him. That sucker was hanging on for dear life. Had to shoot the dadgum limb next to him to get his death grip to turn loose. When he hit the ground, it wasn't worth eating. He had holes all the way through. Wow. Those Missouri tree rats sure can be tough sometimes. Didn't have to worry about picking out lead, though. Well, it's still Sunday. It's still cold. Reached the end of the day. As you can tell by the lighting, it's getting dark. About 4:30, 5 o'clock here in the Ozarks right now. This time of year, we go to work in the dark, and we come home in the dark. Kind of imagine it's that way everywhere during the winter solstice, at least in the U.S. You can tell up in Alaska they can have 6 months of sunlight and 6 months of dark. Probably a little exaggeration, but it's a little bit squirrelier up near the North Pole. So I'm told, never been there. Got a new subscriber. The Red Coach returned. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. We've been chatting back and forth. Gave me some good information about some stuff to take moisture out of while you're smoking. You really should get to his channel and check it out. I will not be able to explain it half as well as he did. He had a whole presentation nicely laid out. But there's some stuff that's you can put in the bottom of your pipe in the bowl, help contain moisture. And he's done a review on several filters. I'm guessing he's in the UK because there's some filters or something that I've never seen or heard of. If I'm wrong, sir, let me know. I'm just guessing that's where you're at. So he got his first Grabow. I haven't heard out which shape it was. Hoping he'll contact me. Let me know. Always interesting. Speaking of Grabows, my favorite freehand, rusticated. And I've got the Virginia Gentleman in it right now. This old pipe's like a tank, man. I don't care what you put in it, it'll smoke it. And it'll smoke it well. I haven't run into tobacco yet that don't taste good running through it. I mean, the others taste fine. I have my preferences in the styles. He said the Virginias seem to do better in the tall ones. And some Burleys do better in the short, wide ones. But I guess this one's wide enough and tall enough to handle both. Got the best of both worlds out of it. Sure, it has a lot to do with your smoking habits or, habits will work here. Style. I watched 2 or 3 of his videos. I really enjoyed them. I've not yet found out how long he's been pipe smoking, but he's got a lot of knowledge in it. Old dog Sarge just jumped up on the porch. Me and him got a lot in common. Hard to get around, and we're old and grumpy. But we're not a curmudgeon. Oh, you're demanding to go in now? Is that it? Come here, Sarge. Let's see. Hang on a minute, guys. Sarge, say hello. No, not to me, to them. He's my red Merle Australian Shepherd. He was born in 2007. He'd been run over once, lost his hind leg, he's 3-legged. Yeah, old man. You want to tell him to be safe? Huh? Sarge, speak. Speak. Hey, Sergeant. Sergeant, look at me. Speak. 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 Hey, speak. 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 Oh, now. I don't think he can hear very well anymore anyway. He used to speak and whisper. He'd bark loud and then he'd just barely grumble for whispering. I've been accusing him of going deaf. Great thing about it, he can't hear that I'm accusing him of it. Oh well. Old dogs and watermelon wine. Of course, good pipe tobacco. Yeah, I didn't let him in the back door, and now he's gonna run around and bark the front door. Well, with his ruckus and the night falling, YTPC, y'all be safe out there. 04 signing out. Find that button. Where's that button?